You will think by now Nike would have learned not to fumble the bag with Caitlin Clark, but nope. Here we are again, watching the swoosh scramble to catch up with a player who's already rewriting the rulebook for women's basketball. Because yes, the long-awaited Caitlin Clark personal logo has officially dropped, and the internet is split down the middle like a bad haircut. Half the fans are treating it like Christmas morning, and the other half are roasting it like an overcooked turkey. And that divide right there, that cocktail of hype and hate, is exactly what makes this moment so fascinating. Nike unveiled a logo that, on first glance, looks sleek, clean, and polished. The kind of design that wouldn't be out of place embossed on the side of a luxury handbag or stitched onto a Dior jacket. Elegant? Absolutely. Memorable? That's the question. Critics say it's too safe, too controlled, and not nearly as bold as Sabrina Ionescu's or Angel Reese's. It doesn't smack you in the face with personality. It whispers when some fans wanted it to shout. And $4.40 slapped on a t-shirt? Yeah, people weren't exactly singing hymns of praise. Social media lit up instantly, with some saying the logo looked like it was cooked up on Canva during a coffee break. The $40 price tag only poured gasoline on the fire, especially when fans pointed out they could get better-looking Caitlin merch from bootleg sites for $15. And yet, here's where reality slaps the critics upside the head. The shirts are still selling. Flying off shelves, in fact. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just an athlete, she's a cultural earthquake. Owning her logo right now isn't about fashion, it's about staking your claim in an era. It's about saying, yeah, I was here when Caitlin Clark reshaped the WNBA. People are buying into the moment, not just the design. Nike might be tone-deaf with the pricing, but they're not wrong about the demand. And the logo, safe as it may seem, is just the opening act. The headliner is coming in 2026. Caitlin Clark's very own signature shoe. Now pause right there, because this is where things get spicy. The fact it took this long is borderline disrespectful. If Caitlin were a rookie phenom in the NBA, her first signature pair would have dropped the morning after draft night. Instead, fans had to watch Nike crown Sabrina, Angel, and Aya while Caitlin kept filling arenas, breaking viewership records, and carrying the league on her shoulders without her own shoe. That delay became part of the frustration. Every viral highlight she created, every sold-out arena she sparked, felt like Nike was freeloading on the hype without paying her the respect she deserved. So when they finally announce a signature shoe for 2026, it doesn't just feel like a sneaker deal, it feels like vindication. It's Nike finally admitting what fans have been screaming. She's not just a star, she's the star. And you know Nike is going to milk this timing. Picture it. The WNBA season kicks off, Caitlin drops 30 from the logo in a nationally televised game, and the sneaker hits shelves that same week. Fans lining up outside stores like it's the Jordan 11s. Bots crashing the Nike app. A women's basketball shoe selling out in minutes. That's not just business. That's history. But here's the comparison everyone's making. Sabrina's logo? Sharp, modern, instantly iconic. Angel Reese's? Playful, bold, dripping with personality, like her trash talk in visual form. Caitlin's logo? It's the quiet one in the room, sipping champagne while everyone else is dancing on the table. Some people love that. Others think it's bland. Compared to Aya Wilson's infamous bottle opener design, though, Caitlin's looks like Dior. It may not wow today, but it could age into timelessness, just like the Nike swoosh itself. Remember, the Jordan ones were called gaudy when they first dropped. Now they're religion. Hate is the entry fee to greatness. And let's be real, the haters are going to buy anyway. They'll roast the $40 tees. They'll mock the logo as mid. They'll complain Nike dragged their feet too long. But when that shoe hits in 2026, they'll be in line with everyone else. Because deep down they know this isn't about aesthetics, it's about being part of the Caitlin Clark era. Every complaint, every meme, every angry tweet just feeds the hype machine. Nike has fans locked into a 2-year anticipation cycle. Every time Caitlin hits a deep three or breaks another record, people will be thinking about those shoes. That's marketing genius, even if it happened by accident. Now, let's zoom out. Sneaker deals aren't just contracts, they're coronations. They tell you who the brands are betting the farm on. When Nike signed Jordan, they weren't just selling shoes, they were anointing a king. Caitlin Clark's deal is that kind of moment for women's basketball. Yes, Sabrina has a shoe. Yes, Angel Reese has a logo. But Caitlin's hype level? That's something different. She's the one casual sports fans know by name. She's the one pulling non-WNBA viewers into the league. Her shoe isn't just about basketball, it's about culture. 10 years from now, kids are going to say, my first pair weren't Jordans. They were Clarks. That's the bet Nike is making, but of course, that bet comes with risk. If the shoe flops, if it's clunky, uninspired, or doesn't connect with the culture, the backlash will be brutal. Fans have been waiting too long. Expectations are skyscraper high. But if Nike nails it, if the shoe captures Caitlin's game, sharp, bold, effortless from the logo, then it's game over. Not just for her haters, but for how sneaker culture views the WNBA entirely. Suddenly, women's basketball sneakers won't be niche experiments. They'll be pillars, essential to the culture, just like Jordans and Cobes. And here's the twist no one wants to admit. Nike almost blew it. They dragged their feet. They tested the waters. They underestimated the loyalty of Caitlin's fanbase. Fans were out here designing their own bootleg merch, while Nike sat on its hands. That silence made the eventual reveal feel like about time, rather than a celebration. Then, to add insult to injury, they slapped a $40 price tag on the first shirt. That's not just tone deaf. That's insulting to fans who've been begging to support Caitlin. Nike's basically saying, thanks for your patience. Now hand us your wallet. But ironically, that blunder might actually work in Caitlin's favor. Because controversy creates conversation, and conversation fuels obsession. Every logo roast, every meme about the $40 tees, every angry think piece, it all keeps Caitlin at the center of attention. And in the long game of branding, attention is currency. People don't have to love the logo today. They just have to keep talking about it until it becomes second nature. Where does this leave Caitlin Clark? In a position few athletes, male or female, have ever reached this early. She's carrying the weight of her team, the league, and now a global brand on her back. She's juggling injuries, defensive pressure, endless media coverage, and now the expectations of sneaker culture. That duality could crush anyone else. But Caitlin's entire career has been about thriving under pressure. People said she was too cocky in college. She dropped 35 on them. They said she couldn't carry the WNBA spotlight. She sold out arenas in her rookie season. Why should this be any different? In the end, the logo may be fine. The t-shirts may be overpriced. The haters may keep roasting. But history doesn't remember the complaints. It remembers the icons. And 2 years from now, when Caitlin's shoe drops, all the noise will flip into desperation. Those same critics will be smashing refresh on the Nike app, trying to cop a pair before they sell out in minutes. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just part of the conversation. She is the conversation. And the Caitlin Clark era isn't coming. It's already here. The only question left is, are you going to be the one pretending you don't care while secretly refreshing the app? Or are you going to admit it now and line up early? Either way, Caitlin Clark's brand is unstoppable, and this is just the beginning.